What's going on? We live. We in the building. Make sure everything working. Want to thank everybody for tapping in with us at the Ohio Cannabis Report. Let me get you- I am your host, Gerald Moore Jr., founder of Ohio Cannabis Report. We created the Ohio Cannabis Report as a way to share information, resources, and things about the Ohio cannabis industry. You know, from the start of medical sales about 6 years ago to adult use legalization about a year ago. There's been a lot of moving parts. Everything has been moving fast, but there hasn't been really a coordinated effort when it comes to educating the overall masses in the community, right? You hear news, you see things, there's dispensaries popping up, cultivators. But where's the money going? Where's the money coming from? How the money going back into the community? There's just a lot of questions and a lot of things going on. So that's why we created the platform, the space, really to share stories, but also to hear stories and to really be a checks and balances for the state and the cities when it comes to cannabis legalization. So there's been a lot of movement since the start of the year. Obviously, again, we have adult use and we have medical use. The medical dispensaries were the first ones to get access to being able to do adult use sales. And so, obviously, you have MSOs already in the game. You have some, local family owned businesses in the game. And you have some folks from Michigan and things like that. So there's a lot of movement. There is in issue two, there was a social equity clause. The social equity clause money is supposed to go to the community fund, social equity community fund, and that fund would be to help underserved communities, underserved people that have been disproportionately impacted by the war on drugs to be able to get into the game, helping them with 50% of licensing costs and development costs. And so obviously for the little guys, you know what I mean, depending on who you are, if you wanted to get in the industry, they want to get rid of the tier system, the tier three. Um, the Senate bill wanted to get rid of or wanted to limit home grow. The House bill limits to or looks to keep the plant grow at 12 plants. But again, these are all things, these are all proposals and suggestions. Right now, the law is the law. We operate as the law. You know what I mean? We don't deviate from that, right? They're trying to change the law. They're trying to make amendments to the law. Then they're going to send it to the governor, right? And so then the governor, it's up to the governor to decide what he want to do, right? Is he going to listen to the will of the people, or is he going to bow to whoever is padding his pockets? And so again, we're just focused in making sure people are aware. There's a lot of things going on. We got to stay on top of this stuff. You know what I mean? So, and this is the problem. Like when you get in politics, politics is a stamina game. You know what I mean? It's not short term. It is a long game. You know what I mean? And so you have to be willing to understand that we're not, like cannabis prohibition, like we didn't just get here. It took decades for us to get to this point. You know what I mean? Now you think it's just gonna be that easy that they're just gonna allow us to just have our weed and just be okay with it? Be walking down the street, holly jolly, like come on. Like they don't they're trying to do everything in their power to figure out how to get rid of it. And so we have to ensure that we're staying on top of things so that they don't. And so again, that's why we created this platform. That's why I speak about it so publicly, so bluntly, because again, this is the people's plan, right? We understand big business, but at the end of the day, there are people, there are communities, especially here in Ohio, that truly could use the help, the benefits, the resources, right? Cannabis helps with mental health, physical health, spiritual health. It helps with money and financing. It's a cash crop. So, with that being said, uh, just a little appearance from the homie. We should give homie that name. I don't got no name for him. Y'all let me know in the comments what's a good name for the homie, right? But we try to stay on top of it. Obviously, like I'm not an anchor, a news anchor, journalist. Like I'm somebody who had some extra time on my hands as a stay-at-home father. I was looking for ways to, you know, uh, be purposeful. Cannabis became legal, and my creative brain created Ohio Cannabis Report. Like it's that simple, And so again, it's something I'm passionate about because at the end of the day, cannabis is something that has, helped me out tremendously. It saved my life, and I know it's plenty other people that could benefit from it and have benefited from it. So I think it's past time that we're able to come above ground, celebrate, and communicate in community with this plant. So I think it's vital that we raise our voices and we create awareness around what's going on in the state. So we're going to take a little break. Hopefully some people come in. Let me see.
you.